What is up, YouTube? Um, Doing some more Southern Delight feeding. These are my Demosones, as most of y'all probably know. Um, um, Been feeding them the small cichlid formula. They're doing okay on it. This is only the second day, but they seem to clean it up after a while. There's a few of them in here that go right after it as soon as it hits the water and starts sinking. Um, but the other ones are still a little slow, but about to throw some food in. I guess we'll see how it goes. They're doing a lot better than what they were yesterday. Um, they're picking it up off the ground, so that's good. There's only, looks like only 4 of them eating it right now, but there's another 5 in there. Well, actually, I can see one right there that's not going to be eating. I don't know if you can tell, but looks like she's got a mouthful of eggs. I have to keep an eye on her, but they're doing pretty good on it. But like most African cichlids, I haven't seen much that they won't eat. But like I said, they're doing pretty good. Now for the Trimax, they're still absolutely hard-headed. Not gonna lie, I kind of expected this with these fish. Like I said earlier, I had a hard time getting them onto YFS, and before that, I had trouble getting them onto New Life Spectrum. So, not a huge surprise, but they will come along. Not sure how long it'll take, but they'll come around. They'll start eating it. And I'm actually feeding them the Power Feed formula. It looks like they're eventually picking it up off the bottom, but they're not going for it as soon as it hits the water. So they're not 100% interested in it yet, but I'm sure they're picking it up eventually. The big Hercules. Favorite fish, I'm telling you. My absolute favorite fish. Down here, I've already fed these little guys. These are my Leptosoma. They're eating nano krill, and they seem to be doing really good off it. Like I said before, for some reason they wait and pick it up off the bottom. I don't know. I really thought that since these are mid-top water dwelling fish, I really thought that they would pick off the floating stuff first, but they actually wait till it hits the substrate and then pick it up off the ground. So that was a little unexpected to me, but they are eating it. So that's 1. Plus the Demosones, I guess that's 2. They're eating it. They're doing really good. Obviously, this is only my 2nd day feeding, so I haven't seen any changes yet. Like I said, most of my stuff, well, my Central Americans for that matter, haven't really taken to it yet, but haven't seen many differences yet, but I'm sure we will when it comes time to do a water change and after I'm feeding this more regularly. Maybe we'll see some color changes and stuff like that in the fish. So it'll be fun to watch. It's going to be a fun process to go through, I guess. And these right here, my daffodils. Hold on, let me grab some food for them. Yeah, here we go. I also have them on the nano krill. Now they're doing pretty good with the nano krill. I tried the small cichlid formula at first, and I believe the pellets were a little too big. They were actually sucking up a pellet and then spitting it back out and picking it back up again. So I believe these smaller pellets in the nano krill is working a lot better for them. You can see that big male right there. Everyone that comes past his face, he's picking it up. But even the little female, doing really good off this. Honestly, I'd really like to see these fish, how this food does with these certain fish's color right here. This male right here, he's coloring up awesome now as it is. I can't wait to see what this food does for him. I'm super excited about that. But they're doing really good on it. Haven't had to do too much with them. Basically, like I said, with African cichlids, I just throw the food in there. They've picked it right up. So we'll move on to the next ones, which are actually just some of my grow outs. And they're eating the nano krill as well. And from my video yesterday, as you saw, they had eaten everything and they were back to digging in the substrate for this stuff. I mean, they cannot get enough of this. They are absolutely loving this food. And I'm excited to see what the growth rate is on these fish once I get them on and start feeding this food regularly now, since I haven't. Really excited. Most of these fish in here are around the 5 to 7 month range, so about time for a growth spurt, and I'm really excited to see what this food does in terms of growth in these fish. As for my Tropheus, they're a little slower to pick up the food. They're actually eating the veggie krill. That's what I've been feeding them. And honestly, I believe they do most of their eating when the lights go out. They spend so much time in the rocks hiding and everything that also they're probably getting ready to spawn again, so they've been chasing each other around through the rocks and stuff all the time. They're not really too awful worried about the food, but they seem to be eating it. I just haven't seen them eat it yet, but I'm sure they're doing good off of it. Some more Petricolas. I got a ton of those things in this tank. If anybody has any ideas on how to spawn these things, please let me know. I mean, I got the upside down clay pot with the hole in it, marbles, egg grate, bowl, that sort of deal. But had these fish for a while now. Still haven't seen anything. Got a bunch of fat females in here. No spawning yet, but guess we'll see how that goes. They're pretty cool though. On over to the Red Devils. The front glass of this tank is still nasty. I'm sorry. Like I said, it's hard water stains. It's sitting underneath another 75. And all my tanks have sponge filters on them, so I get a lot of these splatter marks on everything. Just haven't had the time to clean them off. Sorry about that. But they haven't really paid any attention to this food either. Honestly, they have been the hardest fish for me to change any kind of food with. These guys, they do eat because they're still here, but usually they wait till everything falls to the bottom and the lights go out before they eat. The male, he's actually got some pretty good personality to him. He's a glass banger, but he just doesn't come up to get food. I don't know what his problem is. He mainly just waits till it falls and hits the substrate and then grabs it. But the female, like I said, she's getting really fat. Her tube's coming down. I'm at least expecting eggs. I really don't think they'll get fertilized or anything, but I'm at least expecting her to throw some eggs down or something. So we'll see how that goes, but we'll take another look at the Trimax real fast. Take a look around at everybody. But yeah, that's pretty much it. We get a little bit of progress every day, so I can't wait to see. Oh, female's going up. First bite for the Trimax. Really